That's right. You got the countdown. I remembered it. How's everybody doing this fine day?
Actually, I gotta go. I just got an alert. Big Will was going live, and I don't want to miss that, so I gotta get out of
here. We have one viewer.
One viewer.
It's probably John.
Probably. I don't expect more than that, so we're good. If we get 2 or more, it's a win.
It's like I said when it was on my channel. You know, I felt like we were doing this for us, and if someone wanted to join, that was cool. But like,
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
We are absolutely doing this for us. So, if anybody else gets any enjoyment out of it, well, I'm sorry for them. I'm happy for
all the better.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh everyone's memory by bringing up the map.
There's a map?
And we...
Map. Bum, bum, bum.
We are currently in Honar.
Honar.
And you guys just pillaged the body of a fallen god. Turns out is not actually godly at all. Just an angel. And then you tried to duck inside a candy shop in Honar to hide from the guards. And they brought out their big gun guards. We got hobgoblins now.
We took it to the candy shop.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna do it. Leave it to John.
So anyway, you guys...
I was that close, but I resisted.
So you just witnessed the death of Hebron. The guards think you had something to do with it. They only know you by the constructs that are with you.
Well, we didn't not have something to do with it.
Well, yeah, true. And you're hiding from them at the moment in a candy shop. And I believe when we last left, the candy shop owner looked over the counter as y'all were all hiding beneath it and asked, "What are you doing?"
We weren't hiding beneath it. We were just in the shop.
Looking to buy much are jawbreakers?
Looking for the good stuff.
How much are jawbreakers?
1 copper.
For how many?
1. What is the size of a fist?
Do you have any smaller ones? Like, say, a bag of 100?
Sorry, we don't carry them in that size.
Okay.
So it's only giants can have jawbreakers in this.
All right, so do we ask for another door out? I mean, are we huddling down here?
I mean, I think we should try to play it cool at first. I mean, because I don't think this shopkeeper is going to be like, oh, these strangers that just barged into my shop. Let me show them the back exit for sure. That won't get me in trouble at all.
You don't go to the candy shop to see the back door. I'm just saying.
I'm looking to see if
Sometimes you just see it.
Anything other than jawbreakers.
Depends what candy is selling, actually.
So right now it's just the candy shop owner and are talking to each other. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm looking for candy.
Yeah, I'll kind of chime in.
Okay.
Hey there, friendo. How you doing? Name's Warlock.
That's an odd name.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause I'm a sorcerer. I know it's confusing, but my mom was a hippie. What can I say?
My mother was a dental assistant.
Oh, noble profession.
I rebelled and became a candy store owner.
Yeah, I like the way you think there. Keeping her in business.
There you go.
In a way.
Job security.
Yeah. Helping your mom out while you rebel. That's the best of both worlds. What's your name, friendo?
Ted.
Oh, fine name. This is quite a shop you got here. How long you been in business?
3 years.
Going well? Going well?
We hit profit last month.
Congratulations.
They say that businesses usually fail in the first 5 years. So good thing, you're way ahead of the curve there.
What did that guy do to you? Why'd you hit him?
Good thing you stuck with it. Must be all the Laffy Taffy. Am I right? So buddy, old pal, this is gonna sound crazy, right? But we're playing an epic game of hide and seek with some friends of ours, and I think they were hot on our tail. Is there another way out of this place we could sneak out of?
I don't believe you. You're still weird. And yes, there is another way out.
But before he says, "I don't believe you," can I try to roll deception?
You can try.
Sorry, hold on. It's a 17.
I still don't believe you, but I think I like you now.
Okay, I'll take what I can get. Beggars can't be choosers. But hey, you got any popping candy?
Any what?
Like candy that like you put it in your mouth and it goes pop, pop, pop.
Ah, yes, we do.
Can I get a big old bag of that?
I tell you what, I still don't know if you're on the up and up, but you haven't tried to harm me, and you talk funny. So as long as you and your friends each purchase something from me, like that guy with a jawbreaker, I'll show you the way out of here.
Okay, kind of weird that you brought it back to that when I was just trying to actually buy something, but I appreciate the deal.
What kind of customers do you get in this place?
It's no wonder why it took you almost 3 years to earn a profit. Hey, I'm just busting your beans there, pal. Yeah, I'll buy something for the whole crew. How much is it going to be for a big old pile of candy for everyone? I'll tell you what. Here's a gold piece. Let's go nuts.
Let's go buck.
He is entertained and amazed and amused at the gold piece in his hand. He is oblivious to you.
Great.
So I can get as many jawbreakers as I want then.
He's oblivious to you unless your hand goes for candy. Then he's on you like a ninja.
What does Candy? What does she look like?
What?
I said, what does Candy look like? I haven't seen her.
know. Well, she's in the background room.
My hand is going for candy. I want to know what she looks like first.
May I add a bag of popping candy to my inventory?
Yes, you may.
Hell yeah.
And how many?
I say you get a pound of it.
How many jawbreakers do I get?
You can get 10 fist-sized jawbreakers.
Okay.
I
didn't know that the Willy Wonka portion of tonight's show would really be something.
So anyway, as he is, do what?
No, I didn't know if we were all getting candy or this was just something.
Well, apparently Warlock bought you all Pop Rocks.
Okay.
No, I bought everyone whatever they wanted to pick out that is up to the price for all of us.
Okay,
I'll let Alec pick something. Alec, what have you pick something out for yourself?
He picks liver-flavored licorice.
What a strange one.
I'll buy Arg some more jawbreakers because he seems to really be into jawbreakers. So.
You're such an oddity. I love it.
Okay.
I'll get some of that taffy. How much ever that gets me, I can get.
Okay.
It smells horrible. Keep it in your bag, please.
Preferably strawberry on my taffy.
Yeah. So you guys, you get what you want. He's admiring that gold piece. He's never been paid so much for candy. And you notice there is a door to the back over his shoulder.
Okay. So we're gonna go toward the door.
Yeah, I could say so. So you mind if we head out that back room? Okay, thanks. We'll be sure to give you a special thanks at the award ceremony for the hide and seek tournament. all the seekers and hiders will come to your shop next year. It's going to be great if you're still in business, which I hope you are. Best of luck. say hi to your mother for me, and have a great day.
Okay, so I assume you guys go out the back.
Yep.
Okay. Who's the last to go out?
You're muted.
You're muted, Duke.
Still muted.
I'm
muted.
just like, not it. I'm not.
Yeah,
I guess it sounds really bad. Not it. Yeah.
I mean, I will be. But
Okay. Then as you leave, you hear him just kind of dawns on him. How does he know my mother? And you close the door behind you.
Oh, okay.
So now you're in a back alley. You go forward from where you just came out, and there's a wall for the city wall, and you can go right. Excuse me, that's left. You can go left, or you can go right. And if you go right, it's about 10 feet, and then there's the city wall going the other direction, leading to the gate.
So
Okay.
now, like oriented, which direction would either of those directions be back toward the temple that we left, or is it like, are we like teed away from that, like just directionally? Does that make sense? What I'm
Okay.
saying?
This
If
is
we go
not,
left, would we be closer to the temple or further? If we
this
go
is
right-
not the map of where you're at, but I'll use it as an example.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's pretend you left the temple and you guys ran and you ran and you're like right here, and you go in and you come out, and if you go this way, there's a wall, and if you go this way, there's a wall.
Okay, so
So
if
basically,
we go to the left, we would actually be headed kind of back in the direction of the temple.
Right, you'd be going right where you came, and about right here there would be wide open space.
Okay.
but that's
we
the
go
only
this
way we
way.
could go.
Do what?
Oh, you mean there's a wall that we can turn left or right on?
Yeah.
Right, but you can go left down the wall or go right and then go down the wall this
Okay,
way,
but they're not
That's the
dead
way
end.
we want to go. We want to go
and then the
south
gate's somewhere
and
over
then
here.
Yeah.
yeah,
We want to go.
south and then
We want to go away
then
from
west.
the temple.
yeah.
Okay. So you're like coming out of a building, and you can go this way or down the wall.
Right.
Okay, I don't know if that actually helped or hurt.
Whichever way is away from the temple we want
Yeah.
to
So
go.
we go away from
Okay,
that.
so you
way
go to the
further from
right.
the temple.
And you got a few feet, and then you run into the wall. So you turn right again,
Right.
and you can keep going down the wall
What do we
towards
do?
the gate to leave the city.
Well, we need all of our stuff and our animals
Yeah.
and things, right?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, but if you leave the city, you haven't got any of your stuff.
Yeah.
And you also, when you get towards the gate, it becomes an open place that's just like gravel. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you got your spell of, whatever it's called to hide you. Unless you're actually invisible, they will
Right.
see you because you're out in the open.
Okay.
This
So
we
there-
just have we have hobgoblins.
Well, like, yeah, I have the pass without trace. They wouldn't see us. What they would see though is like shadows, and they wouldn't understand what was going on. Yeah,
Right.
they wouldn't physically see us, but they would see the
The
shadow.
hobgoblins would know something's there, and they would try to kill it.
But do they know it's
That's how the spell works. But okay.
Well, if you see a big blob of blackness coming
it
on you,
says-
you're not going to go and, hey, oh, that's nice.
It just says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, you can't be detected. Each creature you choose can't be detected, can't be tracked except by magical means. And then if somebody tries to detect us, we get like the stealth thing that whether or not they do or not. The template.
They're not trying to detect you. They just look and they see you. Unless you're invisible, there's a point where you got to say, okay, if I'm in an open space where there's nothing around, it doesn't matter how sneaky you are, you're going to be seen.
Okay.
I mean, I can do a fog cloud.
Yeah, I've always assumed pass without trace means that like if they're looking in your exact direction, they're still gonna see you. They just can't hear you or like detect you by any other means if there's places to hide or like other means to alert them of
Okay.
your presence.
Well,
And
the
what
way
I'm
it reads
saying
is
is, when you go,
it masks you and your companions from detection. So to me, that means like they shouldn't be able to detect that you're there. I mean, I guess you're saying if they like. Either way, as long as we're consistent, I don't care.
I mean, I can do a fog cloud, which is it creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on the point within range.
All right, so we go down we don't need to do anything yet. So we go down the wall until we're coming to the opening where the gate is. So what do we see?
But we need to get back to the hotel.
You have to go to our hotel and get.
Well, I know, but we're trying to figure out what's going to be the best route to get back there. So there's no alleys going away from the wall that we come across until we get to the gate.
no, where you're at, you can hide a little bit, but there's a point to where it's just open space to get to the gate.
That's what I'm asking is as we're moving down the wall, what are we seeing?
Yeah.
What are we seeing as we approach the opening?
Oh,
there another
what you
alley
see?
going on?
My bad. You just see the occasional business or tree that's right there next to the wall. And by when I say next,
Is
I mean
there other
within 10
alleys between the businesses that we could jot back into the street from where we were at?
Well, if you want to go back to the street where you just came from,
No.
you can,
Okay.
because
I'm going to draw what I'm asking here real quick.
okay, yeah, that would help. Maybe I should bring back paint.
We went to the right. So okay, so we ran over here.
Why are y'all hiding again? We missed parts.
I don't know how completely correct this is. It's just from someone that I just looked up online, but it says basically pass without trace allows you to move without leaving tracks or basically being heard, but it is more so a stealth increaser. So if someone
Okay.
can smell or see you, but if you succeed in a stealth check, they can't. But if you fail a stealth check, they will still see you.
Okay.
That was not. I didn't draw that. I messed it up.
Okay, so
Right, you
you
still
guys,
get plus
this
10 to stealth.
yeah, this is the building you were in. You came out this way.
Mhm.
Go this way, you're heading back towards the temple. If you go this way, you can keep going until about right here, and then it becomes an open space because the gate is farther down.
Now, may I ask, when we saw the guards, the kobold guards, were they headed towards the temple or were they headed away from the temple?
Well,
Can
that's where when I thought what he was asking was, can you go back to right here out in the open where you were when you dotted into the place? Yes, you can, because that group of guards has gone past, and
Right,
they're
so that's what I was
searching
gonna-
for you.
That's
But
kind of
there
what I was
are
wondering.
some stationed at the gate, of course.
Yeah. I
And
was
where
wondering, can we double back and kind of be behind them?
Yeah, you would not be behind the guards at the gate, but you would be behind the group that just passed by that was looking for you specifically.
And
So-
how far? Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
How far are we at? Where is the hotel from where we are, and what's in between us and the hotel?
Okay. So if you keep going along this line here for a lot longer than I'm going to show what I'm doing this doodle,
Right.
the temple will be somewhere around in here. And if the temple's there, that means where you were is right in here. That's where your place was where you had your stuff in your wagon.
Okay, so we have to go northeast.
So you got to cross the city, basically.
So
Not the
is
whole
it
city, but
all wide open, or is there other businesses? If we go back out to where we'd seen the guards running toward the temple, is there a street there, and then we could dodge across to other buildings? What are we looking at?
May I make an argument?
that's street stuff right there. Everything else, the blue would have businesses and other buildings.
So these guards that we hid from, they were alerted by the guy who ran past us when we first got to the gate, to the Hebron temple, right?
Right.
Okay, so they know generally what we look like. They're not just looking for a group of guys.
They mainly know you by the constructs, that you're going to have 2 constructs and how many of you there are, and that's it. They don't know
But they're gonna
like,
be,
what
one of
you
the
look like or
constructs
anything.
doesn't exist anymore. One of the constructs they know is a
Right.
15-foot Cyclops.
And he's gone.
And he's
So the
gone.
only construct they can recognize is me, is what you're saying.
Yes, but they do know that you had 2 constructs and that there are 5 of you.
I'm pretty sure, given the way the Cyclops was destroying everyone, I think the guy probably described the Cyclops pretty well. Since he was the one killing everyone.
Yeah, I would have to.
And he was 15 feet tall. So
You can make that argument, yes. But yeah, they would recognize Oogway.
they would recognize me.
That's pretty much
So
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
wondering is, should Arg and I stay hidden and you guys go back and get
Yeah,
the
that's
stuff
kinda-
and
that's
then meet
kinda where I
us
was
Yes,
going.
that you can do.
and come back and meet us by the gate is what I'm wondering about.
I'll just stay here with my giant jawbreaker.
Okay.
He has a giant jawbreaker. I love it.
Is
In
that
fact-
is that a euphemism?
If I-
Actually,
This
If I
is my-
use-
hey
if
baby,
I
this is
use-
my jawbreaker.
If I use my disguise kit, could I go by myself and have an increased chance of not being detected and just grab the cart and meet you guys somewhere?
As long as you are dressing as Yosemite Sam.
That's perfectly fine. I'm into it.
Great. Yeah, you can do that.
I use my
We
disguise
still
kit to
have
put
a
on a big
wagon and a horse and the whole 9 yards. You could get all the wagon.
Right.
What's the
stuff, yeah.
what's the time of day again? I can't remember.
Well, it was night when we went, but I don't remember what time.
Yeah, I would say it's probably around dawn
Okay.
because this all happened when y'all were about to go to bed and everything. And then he started walking off. So I'd say it's probably dawn now.
So it's been 8 hours. And why was the candy shop open?
I didn't say it was open.
That's fair.
He just didn't lock the
But it-
door.
it also had-
apparently. Apparently, no crime. Nobody steals from the candy shop. So,
It's a candy shop / brothel.
It's one of those things where he lives up top over it. So.
we didn't ask for the right kind of candy. That's what he's telling us when we're in there.
All right.
You want to eat some candy, or do you want some sweets?
Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, I'll put on a big fake red mustache and a cowboy hat and mosey through town back to the hotel.
Okay. So I'll say you can do that, no problem. There is see, you guys did, I think, 4 horses because you had a huge Cyclops.
Yeah, we had 4 horses in a wagon.
Yeah, if you want, at any point, you can now do it with the wagon and 2 horses. You don't need the other 2.
Well,
So if you cross the river,
Or we could sell the wagon for another horse and just all ride, right?
or we can feed a horse to the
yeah, you got 2 horses
Bracken
now.
or whatever.
Bracken.
I don't know if we have to or something. Yeah.
That's true.
But I don't want to just give away horses.
Yeah, don't give away horses.
Horse haters here.
those things were expensive.
Yes, they were.
Yep.
All right. So I make it back to the hotel.
Yeah, you make it back, no problem. And everything's parked out back. You already paid. So you can just go get it.
I say,
That's right.
oh, BM, I missed you so much. And he squawks and dumps it out.
I'm sorry, I thought you were Yosemite Sam.
Well, not to baby mama, I'm not. I have to use my real voice or he'll be scared.
Yeah, he doesn't want to scare the bird.
Okay. All right.
But I sit him up front with me and lash the horses up and start clopping my way, whatever, through town.
And you have no issue. Or do you go to the front or around back of the candy shop?
I feel like taking this horse carriage in back of a candy shop might look a little suspicious.
Okay.
So I park it out front, go back in.
All right. So what? Wait, you go back in the front door?
Yeah.
Well, we're still in the alley out behind us, so you wouldn't need to go
Yeah.
through the shop.
You're in the alley.
But
They're
this
in
is
the alley.
funnier.
Okay. Okay. Well, reminder: you go back in, you're dressed as Yosemite Sam, so he may not recognize you.
As soon as you go in, the guy gets all cheery again and goes, "You want to buy some candy?"
And I look around like this and I pull out my mustache and I go, "Hey, buddy, it's me. The hide and seeking still going on.
You want to buy some candy?
I still got a pound of your good stuff. So, but I'll be back another time. I'm just gonna squeeze out the back one more time."
So he shuffles in front of you and goes, "So do you want to buy some candy?"
No thanks. I just gave you a whole gold piece like not 20 minutes ago.
Candy.
Okay. And
You just give him 1 copper and he'll take it.
all right, I'll give him a copper.
Okay. He takes it. He's like, He's happy with himself.
I think I still in business.
Got you
Yeah,
again.
I don't know what happened to him since the last time we saw him. Seemed like a pretty chill dude, but
He gets paid for the back door. You know how it is.
so I go back and try to meet back up with the guys and formulate a plan about how to sneak out of the city.
All right.
I can turn myself invisible.
So really, it's about like hiding me from the guards because they're looking for the construct. I'm the only construct that would fit the description. Arg would not fit the description, even though it would be potentially a construct. If they saw him, they wouldn't be like it wouldn't be 2, and it wouldn't be a turtle or a cyclops. And
So
he
I
can
can
turn
turn you
invisible.
invisible
So
then.
yeah,
I can turn you invisible
you can turn me invisible.
instead of myself.
Oh,
You can turn yourself and someone else invisible?
No,
You
just
can
one
cast
person.
Cast
okay.
invisibility on Oogway instead of himself.
Which would still leave me,
So-
but nobody saw.
Or we can just
So here's
shoot
a
our way
question.
out.
Like, do we have like gear and stuff in the wagon? Like, we still have like barrels and that kind of stuff. Could I cast pass without trace on myself and then just hide amongst our gear? Like, unless they're like inspecting the gear, they wouldn't necessarily see me.
Or I can go with the cart and you guys cast pass without trace on yourselves, and then I make kind of a ruckus while on my way out, and you try to sneak out behind me.
I mean, we would have the huge stealth bonus for trying to sneak by the thing. I don't know. What do we think? Is our best? Because really, I'm the one that's going to alert anyone, like that there's something wrong.
Correct.
So now, Arg, remind me what you look like and how close to human do you look like? Could we use the disguise kit on Arg to make him look more like a
No.
human and not a god?
No, I can't use it on other
No,
people.
I'm about 8 foot, just under 8 foot tall.
But he's a barbarian, right?
He's
A
an
fighter.
Oni.
He's
Yeah.
a what?
An Oni.
I don't
An
know. that.
ogre.
Yeah.
Kind of an ogre looking thing.
Okay.
So
June
I
says
mean,
buy all the guards.
they
Go back in
never
and buy
saw
all the
me.
guards lollipops. Like,
Yeah,
start
I
handing them
should
out.
I mean, we could all walk out separate with
You guys
Oogway
put the
on.
candy?
Why can't we just bury Oogway in the whatever we got in the wagon? We
can just-
when we rode the wagon, we were surrounding the outside of the wagon anyways, right? I mean, we had
I
two
don't-
people in front,
I don't-
two people on the side.
I don't want to make assumptions, but if they're searching for someone who they think just killed their god, I'm guessing they're probably going to be searching wagons that are
Oh, geez. Okay.
on their way out.
There you go.
Mhm.
Look at that. That must be in the other book.
That's the monster manual, right?
I don't have that book.
So here's another idea. I could make Uguay invisible. He can go on the cart, and the three of us can go out separately walking.
Right. And I take him out in the cart
That
invisible.
takes the number out. That takes the construct that had been seen out. Warlock can wear a description, his
How far can I
disguise.
be away from you on the invisibility thing?
You don't have to be. It's just as long as I concentrated on it up to an hour.
Oh, if you guys watch us out the gate and wait till we go, like, does anybody have like a communication thing? I was just wondering if like we
I have
You
that-
can
I have
literally
that
walk
message.
behind the cart.
and just be a different group.
And I have
I was
that.
just wondering
I
if you-
have the message spell.
Yeah.
That cantrip. Sorry.
And like as soon as we were out of the thing, can you cast it? Well, my question was, as soon as like me and the cart were out of sight from the guards, and you did the communication thing, then
Okay,
you,
y'all are thinking way too hard on this. Why don't you just let Arg make you invisible? You're
Okay.
taken out of the equation. Do you go on the cart with the driver, Warlock? The rest of you
All right,
can be
let's do
on the
that.
cart or walk behind it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
That's the plan. I'm invisible and sitting behind some barrels where it doesn't look like there's anything sitting there. So
Okay. So Warlock drives up to the gate. Every time they stop it and say, "Well, all right, let's see here." They're inspecting it. Everything looks good. All right, you can go then. Open the gate. And the gate starts to open and you can ride on through.
All right, then I do.
But as soon as you do and the gate starts to close, one of the hobgoblin warlords comes out and says, "You're supposed to hold everyone for questioning. We had something happen here. Get those people back." And the guy's like, "Hey, can you stop? We gotta have you for questioning." What do you do?
Keep running.
Wait, now who do they? They
can't
only.
see me.
Yeah, they only see Warlock and Arg. Is that it?
Well, and you guys walking by the thing. Well,
So, but they don't
you're
see
on
me.
it now.
So
No, they don't see him. He just wants to hold everyone and question.
I'm just trying to see which ones of us they actually physically see. I thought they made all of us invisible. I don't remember.
No, just Uguay.
No.
You, can only,
Just
you, can only make,
Uguay.
you can only make one person invisible.
But I thought we were walking far enough behind to look like a different group.
yeah, it should have just been me and Warlock, and then they shouldn't have been through the gate yet. They should have been approaching it when that happened.
Who clickbait Arg and me?
Yeah.
Well, if you do that, then you're all going to be held for questioning.
Individually.
Right.
Well, because the three of you haven't walked through the gate yet, or you could say you walked through together, and you have a chance to be held, or you can try and just go, whatever you want to do.
So when let's just say everyone's on the cart with me.
Okay.
We're
Right,
walking near the
that's
cart
right.
because it's just going to be easier. When I hear the hobgoblin guy yell that everyone needs to be checked for questioning, I cast suggestion on the guard and tell them that he already questioned us.
Okay. So
Like
that
that.
works. And he turns back and says, "I already questioned them." And then the hobgoblin says, "No, you didn't. I was supposed to be the one that questioned them, not you."
By this time, how far away are we?
We're gonna stop.
You're far away enough. If you get it,
Yeah.
they're gonna have.
I tell everyone to jump on the wagon, and then I hit the reins and
Let's go.
we
Okay.
take off.
So you do that. You're a ways off. You can see the gate, but not that well, and it's slowly starting to open. They're coming after you, but they're a good ways behind you. So where are you going? We got the map here.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So
you,
where were we?
you just-
What gate were we at near
We're
the? temple?
headed. We want to head for Tyre.
I know, but we went out the gate closest to the temple, so that would determine
you
what road we're on.
came on the gate right here. I can't. Do you see? There's this white dotted line. There's
Right.
that white dotted line, and there's that one.
So
You
which
guys see
one was
those
the one that
three
we were
dotted
on?
lines?
Which one are we on?
Okay, you came in on this one,
Right.
You just came out with this one.
Okay.
So we're headed for
Edom.
Eat 'em.
Edom. All right. On our way to Edom, and we're going to cross that river again, right?
Probably.
Well, yeah,
Not
this
for-
is a river right
not
here.
for a little while, but
Not for a while yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, what are we
actually,
looking at? Like,
actually, the river you need to cross isn't Edom. It's the one that's right here that you can't see. But it's with how far this is, you got a little bit before you get to it.
that's
What's
it's the same river that has the Hydra in it, or is the Hydra
Yes.
just on that part of the river?
The Hydra is on this river and this river, and they both connect right here.
So the Hydra is on any spot you cross on that river anywhere.
On these two forks of the same river, yes, it could be there. It may not be, but there's
Okay,
no
okay.
way you know.
Okay.
so,
What's the habitat around
yeah,
us?
what are we
look
looking
like?
at here? What are we? Forest, plains? What's
You're
around?
in forest. You're a forest area.
Okay. And
How dense is the woods?
Fairly dense. The farther you get to the mountains up to a certain point, it gets denser. This is the densest part right here. All of it.
If they're literally chasing us, there's one road. They know where we're headed, so they're like, unless we get into the forest,
Yeah.
like away off the path, they're not gonna.
Well, let's pause for a second and let me remind you guys. The people who are watching have no idea, but Hebron actually, except for Warlock, because she gave him a boon, she did give you guys information, each of you.
oh,
What you do with it is up to you. I'm going to read it to you in case you forgot. But to arg, what she said was the tacit of the armor of invulnerability is located in Baz. To clickbait, she said the gauntlets of the armor of invulnerability are located in Ramoth. To Uguay, she said Mokosh is a friend and is in the city of Mok. And to Duke, she said the cloak of shadow is located in Zod, and it grants true invisibility. When the hood is up on the cloak, you are completely invisible, even to those with blind sight and true sight, and your movement is completely silenced.
what was the city? Because I don't see that on the map. The city of Mok.
The city of Mok
Okay.
is right there.
Oh, Mokosh, as in the country, is a friend, not a person. Okay.
Well, Mokosh, the fallen angel posing as the god Mokosh, is a friend. She
Okay,
meant,
Mokosh, the angel. Gotcha.
yeah,
Mine's closer.
yeah. Zod is right there.
So are we assuming that we need these objects and this person to?
It would help, but not necessarily. I mean, they're not needed, but I mean, they'd be very useful. And I would remind you that you know where the other 2 of 4 items are already in Nob. You had the helmet. You sold it. He had the breastplate there. You know where the other 2 pieces are. So if you get them, you can assemble the armor of invulnerability.
Okay.
Who could wear it?
Anyone, it's magic armor. You just have to attune.
No, I just meant like size wise and stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's magic armor. You just have to attune. Anyone can wear it.
All right. So we're on the road.
You're on this road.
So
Let's
at the
go
moment,
ahead
we're
and get
gonna
the
try to
Hydra
guard.
out of the way. Let's go ahead and get the Hydra out of the way. We'll say you come up to it. You already decided you want to use one of your spare horses,
No.
right?
Well, hold on. So are the guards still pursuing us?
I would say they're probably a mile behind you.
Like, okay. So as far as we know, they're
we need to shake them at some point because we can't just get to the city because they'll follow us in.
Well, you maybe that they don't see you well enough. They'll know the direction you went, but they won't know
Just
if
one
you're in
road.
a city, where in a city you are. They'll have to search.
My question was going to be, can we set up a trap to get the Hydra to eat them?
Yeah.
There's no good way because everyone knows about the Hydra.
So they're carrying around a dead carcass with them to chuck at the Hydra.
Everyone carries a dead carcass everywhere they go. Where do they get all this food from?
No, they have, all you got to do is make the Hydra, give it an offering, and it'll eat it. And then while it's eating, everyone goes across.
Well, I know, but like every group that crosses the river ever has to have something dead to give it.
Yeah, his question is really like
there's people, there's horses, anything that's made out of blood and bone.
Again, that's not his question. His comment was more: these guys jumped on a horse and started chasing us, and they got a
They're not
carcass
going to
with
have
them.
anything to give it.
They're not going to have any way or anything to cross with. They're going to have to stop to kill something or whatever. Like to follow us, the odds of them having, if they took the time to pack a dead thing to cross the river, then they'd be even farther behind us.
Okay, that's a good argument. I mean, I could
There's-
I could bullcrap an answer that does away with it, but that's a good argument. So you got about another half mile that they can be behind you after you cross the river, because they're gonna go up to it and be like, "Oh," and have to figure out what to do. So yeah, they're 1.5 miles behind you once you cross the river.
If
Right
we
now, they're
cross
a mile
it,
behind.
if we cross it efficiently or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we could stop before that, go off the path with pass without a trace,
And let them go
and they
by.
will think we went on down the road.
Yeah. If we had to look at the bridge and see what it's made of, because it'd be hard to track us across the bridge if to know if it was stone or if it was wood or something. It might be hard to know if we passed.
I already told you guys it was a stone bridge.
So we could always pull off short and see get an idea of how many of them there are, and then
we
let them
kill-
continue
if
on
we end up
ahead of
having
us.
to fight them and we kill a couple of them, we could throw them to the Hydra.
That is true.
But that's what Alec was suggesting, or tricking
Yeah.
them in some way.
Okay. Is that what you do? You want to stop and see how
Well,
many?
I mean, we would obviously ride to the bridge. Yes, gentlemen.
Right just inside of it for sure.
Yeah, to the
Right.
to the inside of the bridge.
So is there still woods
Before-
all around us?
Go off the road a little way with pass without a trace and stand there and wait for them to go by us.
So what are you doing?
I want to get a good look at and see how many of these guys are and how armed they are, what kind of a group they sent after us. So I like the idea of getting close, but pulling off short, using pass without a trace, hiding a bit in the forest and getting a glimpse of these guys and seeing if they're worth taking or letting them go on ahead of us and assuming that we, let them assume that we cross the bridge.
You see, you're letting them get close.
Wait, that's my suggestion to the group. I'm happy to hear their thoughts.
Okay. Well, we
I
just,
like the idea.
Yeah, because we don't even know what we're running from.
And Warlock, what are your thoughts?
Well, whatever's clever.
Well, I never promised that.
clickbait. You be the one that makes the final decision. So
I
what-
said we pulled to the edge of the woods.
Who does the pass without
You
trace?
do that.
That's me.
Okay.
continue.
Okay, we do it. We pull the edge of the woods. We do the spell. We see what at least what's chasing us, so we have some idea what to expect.
So, yeah, so we hide just off the road.
Get the wagon out of the way.
Like we're out of sight.
Okay.
We can
So
kind of
you cast your spell. You guys are off to the side.
Yes.
in where it's starting to get woody again. I'd say you're probably 700, 800 feet from the bridge. That's how far they've clear cut it to have the path. And what you see after you come by you, and you see stop at the bridge, is one hobgoblin warlord, 3 hobgoblin captains, and each captain is control of a unit of 10 hobgoblins.
Wait, how many
30.
soldiers they have in this town? Okay.
So we have
Jeez.
30 hobgoblins, 3 captains, and one warlord.
Yes.
One warlord. Now the warlord stops at the bridge and asks his captains, "I don't believe I saw them cross the bridge."
Well, wait. If they couldn't see us anymore,
I said they could barely see you. You could barely see them.
if we could
Hold
barely
on,
see
let me
them.
finish. Let me finish.
I'm confused. If they were a mile and a half behind us, they could not have seen us. That's what my point is.
Oh, let me finish. Keep your
Okay.
shirt on. And I also noticed that the Hydra is not moving. The water is still. Well, flowing very gradually like it normally does as the river flows. And then as the captains converse and they start looking around, and we don't see anyone. There's no trace of them. I don't see a wagon trail or anything. So the warlord goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. I will go with you two captains and your men. And you, Alexander, you and your 10 men stay here in case they try to come back or double behind us or something. The rest of us will go.
Go
And-
where?
They're going to follow the road.
Oh, they're going to keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them are going 2/3 of them are going across the bridge. The others are staying there.
Yeah, and the way they do is the warlord steps on the bridge and waits to see the water. And the Hydra's actually in the other river because nothing happens. So they get to go across and they don't have to worry about the blood and bone or anything, which means you guys probably won't either today.
How big of a city was Honar? Like, if there are.
Honar had 50,000 people in it.
Oh, okay. So that's probably not a significant portion of their military force.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if we can go back and storm the city.
Take over.
You think if they noticed that the Hydra wasn't there, they'd be like, maybe they did cross.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at this point they were given orders, so
yeah. He already let his orders go, and they went. Plus, he thinks you guys are probably pansies, and 20 guys can probably take you, so he's not worried.
So there's 10 soldiers
Yeah.
Then
and a captain.
And a captain.
And they're just sitting around. They got the stove out, and they're just sitting there waiting to see what happens. Till
All
they
right,
get
let's
roared.
kill them.
Okay.
Well, if
I'm
that's
trying to.
what-
Can you put your cursor where we are on the map? Just give me an idea.
You just crossed, or well,
Well, you can't really see the river.
you're at the river, so you're like still right here. I can't zoom in anymore.
No, I just want to get a sense. Okay.
So that's where
If
you're
we
at.
wanted to cut across country somewhere and just kind of go a different direction instead of facing the guys, but I'm not scared either way.
Yeah,
Well,
we
your
got a long
choices are
back through the woods.
or go to Edom, which you can not follow the road, but I mean that you'd still be going to Edom, so why not go on the road?
Yeah.
You could go all the way to Baz, which cuts through, crosses the river, and that's a long way. Or you could go back to Nob, which you guys
But
love.
could we cut like southeast around Honar to get back to the road that leads south to Ash?
You mean go around and cross
Yeah.
the river here?
Well, there's probably no bridge down there, right?
Well, there's a road there. Of course, there's a bridge there.
I can't see. I can't see a road.
Well, with the black lines, make it hard to tell what's going on right there.
Yeah, I know, but the river comes here, and then it forks.
So it's possible to double back and go around Honar and catch the road going south.
Maybe. You could always try. Or you could.
So it's at this point it's, do we fight 11 guards or do we take our chances with what's in the
But
forest?
here's the thing: like, if we fight the 11 guards and we keep going toward Edom, eventually we're going to run into the other 20.
Right.
Because they're going to turn around and come back or something.
Or you can wait them out, and once they see their guards are slaughtered, they'll head back towards Honar, assuming that we were behind them. Hopefully.
Oh,
Yeah, how
like
long
kill
does
the
it
guards
go
and then
on?
go hide and just stay in the woods for a couple days? However long it takes.
I mean, I'd say if we kill these guys, we throw them in the river, but that's just me. Really feed that Hydra.
Keep the fighters full for. I'm up for whatever.
How long does that spell last?
Oh, pass without trace.
Yeah.
1 hour.
Up to an hour with concentration.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if we stay off the road, like we could drift, like as the spell starts to run out, we could drift further into the woods so that we wouldn't be detected anyway. So
Yeah.
how close can we get without leaving the woods to the hobgoblins?
You're just in the woods, so you go any farther out.
Well, how close are we? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
About 700 feet.
Oh, so we got to cross like 600 feet to get to engage them of open territory. Is it like tall grass or is it just open?
Yeah, it's clear cut for the bridge and for travel, so there's just grass.
Okay.
So we're questioning whether we should attack these 11 hobgoblins or go into the woods and take off.
Yeah, I feel like there's two choices. Either we're gonna show down with these 10 or 11, or we're gonna duck back towards Honar and try to catch the road south. And my guy would be fine with either one. I think he's fine either way.
I'll be honest. I almost think we should even if we attack these 11, we should probably head back and try to go around rather than go forward toward where the 20 went.
Well, if we're gonna head back and try to head down towards Ash, I say we just leave them because there's no point in fighting them.
Well, if we're going back to the same town we left.
But we're gonna go around. We're gonna duck south, kind of around. Or I guess
they're wanting to head here, Tony.
Well, we're wanting to go around Honar and go south. We might cut through the woods towards Tyre and just cut the map in half, going that way.
Well, at some place we got to cross the river.
Over the river and through the woods.
So we're going to want to try to do that at a bridge.
You know the Hydra isn't here, so that means the Hydra would be
anywhere else.
Yeah.
On the other river.
It could be not on that section of that river. It could be just downstream. So it could be at the other bridge that we crossed before.
The Hydra could be getting laid. We don't know.
Assuming there's only one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're hooking up.
Well, if you guys want,
is that what we're doing? What are we doing? We're going around.
If you guys want to go around, well, I'll go around.
I don't care. Either way, it's fine with me. If we want to engage these guys and eliminate one threat that we don't have to worry about, and then
didn't somebody have a necklace of fireball?
I have fireball. I can cast that now.
Oh, at level 5, yeah.
But so I
have fine jewelry. Yes.
Duke and I could both cast fireball at them, but my question is, what do we gain from killing these guys right now? Unless we're going that direction, why do we want to kill them?
So if we kill them, we could cross the bridge and then cut across country to the other road to Edom or whatever, and just not have to we could still get to Edom without dealing with the guard. We could cross the river and then cut cross country to the other road going and come from a different direction, because they're probably not they're not going to go all the way to Edom, because we shouldn't be that far ahead of them. They're going to realize that they lost us somewhere and probably double back at some point.
Well, we don't know Honar's relationship with Edom. They might go to Edom and tell the guards there, hey, these 5 guys just killed a god. Don't let them into your city.
Is the god of that, state.
Well, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to stay off roads and away from cities the entire rest of the game, because everyone's gonna be hunting us.
Why don't you go to the city and find out?
Yeah. Unless we can figure out a way to completely change our disguise ourselves the whole rest of the game.
So I see we can either fight these 11 guys and head towards Edom, or we can double back, not fight them, double back, and to try to head down towards Ash. Those are the two options.
I like those. Yes, I agree.
Okay with those, or did you pick one? Pick one.
What would Warlock want to do?
I think he, being a bit of more of a, being a shadow sorcerer, he tends to kind of hide more than he does fight if it's possible. So I feel like he would want to double back, but that's just my opinion.
What about
Me-
Arg?
Alec would want to fight the guards.
I mean, you know, Arg would probably want to fight, but
Okay, so that's 1 and 1. What would
But I'm
Clickbait
not,
want to
you know.
do?
I wouldn't mind a fight.
There you go. So 2 fights, 1 run. What is Uguay like?
Uruguay would probably lean toward, if there wasn't a need to, not doing it.
Oh shit! And the deciding vote.
I mean, this was the
You should have
he is the
known
person,
that
I'm
was
like,
gonna
let's fight
happen.
him. But like Uruguay would probably be, if we don't need to do this, why would we? Do it?
It's an even thing then. So Duke,
Well, it's
you are
up
the
to Duke.
deciding vote. What are you going to do?
Duke. He's so like right in the middle on this. So that's I was
Yeah.
hoping to have it decided for him.
Hey, how
No,
about we
he's gonna
flip-
duck away. He's gonna bail. He's gonna say this is
How
no.
about we flip a coin?
No. Duke would say
Yeah,
it's not
no,
worth it.
he already said it, so that's what you guys are going to do. Okay.
I mean,
So
I was
you don't
going
have
to
to
cheat
worry.
and make sure the coin landed on the side I
I
wanted.
knew you would.
All right, so we're double backing and go around the town.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the river here because you're not crossing it. So you just go through the woods, and you'll notice the little bit of woods that you're in. Once you keep going around, you come out of it, and it's just a bit of like a fertile little grass marshland right here in between the forks of the rivers.
No, we're headed east.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this right here. You're headed this way. You're going around the
Yeah. Okay.
homeland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in the fork right here. You come down. You're going around. So you're in the marshy grassland fork of the river right here.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to assume you guys continue on.
If we don't run into anything. Yeah, we're
You
gonna,
get to. No, I'm not going to be mean to you. And then you get to the river, and this time it's a wooden bridge. Same sign, same thing.
so did we? As we
Blood
were
and
going
bone.
through the marsh, did we see any wildlife?
Through the marshlands, not really. I mean, you see some frogs, some insects, but there's nothing big of note that lives there.
When we get close to the bridge, may I use a cantrip and cast minor illusion to make it sound like the bridge is creaking? To see
Yeah.
if the Hydra hears it and pops out?
And I'll
Sure.
use thaumaturgy too to make noise on the bridge.
All right, you guys do that, and this tentacle tail comes up and trying to feel what's going on so it can grab it and pull it under. But it doesn't feel anything.
Just like me.
Is how long is this bridge?
It's about as long as the last one. I'd say probably 400 feet or so. 300 of that.
Incredible engineering.
Yeah, well, 300 of that is over the river.
All right, so we need something fairly
These are
sizable.
giant rivers.
They're not giant. I mean, 300 feet.
300 feet is a big river, man. I work on rivers every day. 300 feet wide is big.
Really?
Yeah,
What's medium?
like 150, 100.
Okay. So the bridge is 150 feet long.
Okay.
100 feet of it is over the river. I don't know nothing about rivers, man. I know
Like
how wide
300
the
feet wide, you're
Tennessee
talking
River
like
is.
lower Osage, which is almost like Missouri River kind of thing in lots of places. Yeah.
So do we unhitch one of the horses? Someone has their own ride, and step on the horse.
I'll volunteer my horse for this because my guy doesn't care for horses all that much.
I mean,
You
seems
have
a bit,
four, and they're all
seems
It's like a waste to give a
seems a
whole-
bit overkill when we can like maybe go just find a deer.
All right, we can go and spend some time hunting if you want.
Let's go hunting. Maybe we can find one of those chickens that what are those
The
things?
cocks.
Yeah,
Cockatrice? Yeah.
the cockatrees.
They seem to be everywhere. In fact, that's why, you know,
Find some tall grass.
All right, let's go hunting for some food.
Who's
You
going?
guys want to hunt
Who's
for
staying
food.
with the wagon and the horses and who's going?
I'll stay since I am the one driving
Yeah.
the wagon anyway.
I'll stay too, seeing how I have no ranged attack.
All right, Alec, you're coming with me. Carry my quiver.
All right, I'll go with Duke. And,
All right, so 3 of us are going.
Yep.
Sure. Well, what's around us? I guess at this point, we came through marshland. Is it still marshy around where the bridge is, or what are we looking at now?
Well, it's now just regular grassland. Same story on this side. They clear cut it. You got about 750 feet worth of grassland before you go back into the wooded area.
Okay, so we're gonna head kind of along the edge of the grass in the woods.
Okay.
See if we can detect anything.
I am seeing what it is that you might detect if you detect something. I'm looking through here. So every one of you roll a
Perception.
I guess survival would be a good roll.
Survival.
Yeah, all of you that are hunting.
Yeah.
All right. I got an 11.
You don't see Jack.
All
I got a
right.
4.
I wasn't looking for Jack.
Oh,
though.
survival, right? I got
Uh-huh.
6. I got 6.
Oh, my survival's +7. Nice. So I got a 15.
Good to be a druid.
I was like, that was a crappy roll, and then it's +7. I was like, all
Yeah,
right.
That's amazing. It's like my persuasion rolls.
All right. So you
Survival
got-
and
you said
animal
a 15?
handling are both +7.
Yeah, he got a 15.
All right. Well, I'm still looking through here as well. I mean, I don't think a phase spider would make any sense.
No, well, yeah, we're looking for
I mean,
like a
well,
deer
polar bear
or,
wouldn't make sense.
or something a little bit like an actual like animal,
Yeah.
not a bug or a spider.
Do they have?
I guess a giant spider, if there's one of those, like we might like fight.
Ah, here we go. You managed to see a jackal.
Oh,
Okay, a jackal.
So I didn't
It's,
see
it
Jack,
looks
but
like
we
it-
saw a jackal.
I see a jackal.
It's a jackal.
You see a jackal, and it's feeding on a goat that it just killed.
Oh, sweet double meat. Here we go.
There you go.
All right, so how far is this jackal from us?
Let's see. Roll a animal handling.
Animal handling.
Yeah.
Have that?
Am I
All
going to
of you
ride
that are
this
hunting
thing?
can roll that.
Dirty 20.
I got a 12. I got a 12.
I got a 9.
Okay, so whichever one of you said you rolled the 20, you can walk up to it 20 feet from it,
Ooh.
and it won't really notice you.
Get her, Ogwe.
20 feet. Okay, what do I got that actually can attack it from 20 feet?
Well, the goat's dead. So
Yeah,
you
just saying,
only have
really
the
almost
jackal
need to
to worry
spray him
about.
up. I could also use speak with animals.
I wouldn't waste that.
Yeah, that seems kind of a waste. So yeah, I could just scare him off, or if it kills him, it kills him. I'm just trying to think what I want to do. I'm just gonna chuck a javelin at him. Why
There
not?
you go.
All right.
Might scare him
Roll
off.
for attack. And you have advantage since he doesn't notice you.
All right. Well, the first one was a 17. The second one's a 22.
All right. Well, it definitely hits. Fire away.
Okay, and so that's
What's your damage?
hang on, I gotta get the right dice to roll damage. And 5.
He is dead.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice.
You impale that thing. You go straight through his anus, out through his mouth. He's already a shish kebab waiting to happen.
Bloody trick shot. Awesome.
I'm like, Alec, clap for him.
So we're gonna grab the goat and the jackal. How big's a jackal?
A jackal is a small beast.
It's like a
according to
dog,
Rick.
basically. It's
Yeah,
like
so
a
like
large,
a
somewhat
small
large
dog or like a medium
Yeah.
dog.
No, like-
and a,
Yeah, like a medium, like a golden retriever or whatever.
I'm just
How
trying to
much is
decide
the
if we
dog
can like save one of them. Are we gonna have to cross the river again anytime soon?
Not if you're going to Ash and then Tyre.
Okay, so then yeah, we can just throw both of them then. All right, we return with our kills.
Alec is trying to carry both.
I got to get some food. You know what those words were.
I do know. I'm used to his attitude.
All right, so as we approach the bridge, we're gonna throw the offering and head on across.
All right, so you throw the offering. It comes up the Hydra, all the heads go and like eat after it.
And we're
Not as
riding.
big as the last meal you gave the Hydra on the other side. So
Even
you
though we
might
get two.
hurry across.
But we gave them both pieces of meat.
Yeah,
so
we
we're
give
just
them both
running
since we're not going to need them.
and riding as fast as we can.
But either way,
You gave him a deer last time, so this isn't as big a meal. Go
okay.
across quickly.
There's not as much of us crossing either.
Yeah.
Sure, we don't have the 15-foot guy.
Yes, that is true.
All right, so we
Honestly,
hustle
you
across.
make it across the river. And all of this, I'm going to say, has taken to where it's starting to get dark time now. So
Okay.
you might want to go into the woods and make camp
Yeah.
if I were you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're probably gonna get
that was-
off the road just a little bit and make camp.
All right. So who is sleeping? What order do you have for sleeping?
I'm usually the guy right in the middle because I don't need the long rests that everybody else is. So Alec and I can go in the very middle of the order, and people can get the
What's your
beginning and
own
end.
The only
sleep-
thing I need to reset is one spell slot, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we'll say nothing. Actually,
Arg, what is your sleep requirements for an Oni?
Just the normal, but I do have dark vision, so
so what? Clickbait.
Yes, I'll
I'm
take
gonna
it.
roll a d20. I'm gonna say
Always leave
high.
me trick the stone.
I'm gonna say high means you guys encounter something. Low means nothing happens.
I got a 10.
No, I'm gonna roll it.
Oh,
So you. Actually, no. Yeah, you should roll. So you roll. Roll
okay.
again.
Take it back. That 10 never happened.
Yeah, you got
I got a straight 7.
a straight 7. Okay. So we said low, nothing would happen. So absolutely nothing happens. It's morning, and it
Really?
starts to rain.
Let's start to Let me refresh all my spell slots and
Yeah, everyone can refresh everything. And what you doing for the day?
getting back on the road and heading toward Ash.
Yeah.
All right.
After
Okay.
checking out Knob, we're gonna check out that Ash.
Jesus.
All
right.
that was coming.
That's what she said.
All right, so I'm gonna say it takes you the whole day to reach here because each one of these, remember, is like 97 miles, and you can do 50 on your horses. So you reach there. Nothing happened, but it keeps raining the whole time.
Okay, are we still in the forest?
Yes, you're going to be in the forest until you cross this line here.
Okay, just
Okay.
making sure.
So you need to camp again.
Yep. So we're gonna make camp again.
All right. So this time, I need Arg. Roll a d20.
6.
And nothing happens, but it doesn't stop.
This place is very uneventful.
But it doesn't stop raining. It keeps raining, and it gets harder
Yeah.
That's what she
and
said.
harder.
That's what she said.
Half the night's gone by, and you guys get woke up by a thunderstorm.
Okay.
Uh oh.
I'm talking lightning and everything. It's going crazy. And then you start to hear something sounds like a freight train. And I was about to say, if you live in any of the areas that I'm from, you know what that sound means. There's a tornado coming right at you.
Uh-oh.
I guess we go into the woods. I mean, that's the only cover we got, right?
Now let's talk about where it's coming from and where it's going. How about that? Let's get specific. Because if it's coming like across the road, we could obviously keep heading the direction we're going and get further away from it and get away. But if it's coming towards us up the road, then we would need to get off the road left or right. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming from this direction this way,
Okay.
but a tornado isn't just the size of your road. A tornado's
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I'm just trying to see which direction will be the smart way to go to get away from it. You know, obviously.
It's coming from the sea this way.
I say go towards to the left on that map towards Tyre would be my direction.
Ash is closer, so you.
I agree, but we would have to keep charging south, and if it's going south and it's faster than us, then there's no point. You can't we're not going to outrun the tornado.
Actually, people do it all the time.
But not on horses.
On a horseback with a wagon?
Horses.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
And wait, sorry, I had.
That's why I was asking which direction it's coming, because if it was
It's coming straight
if it's
down.
chasing us south, then that's a dangerous.
It's like a magical tornado. Is that what we're dealing with here?
No, a real tornado, just like normal tornado.
Well, like it's not gonna like. It's not gonna. A tornado is not gonna cover hundreds of miles, so it'd be like right on top of us. So either we get out of the way, or it's right there. Like if it's a real.
So which way are you going to go? Is what I'm asking.
I would be looking for like the
This
lowest
is-
like ditch
this-
to like get down in, and like
This is 97 miles. Right
yeah,
here.
you're not going. You're not.
The
We're just getting off
tornado
the
is
road.
probably, I don't know, maybe.
So my point is like we'd just be like looking to get down in a ditch and take shelter. You're not going to outrun a tornado.
Yeah.
So we would be looking for like the lowest ditch, little ravine, like thing that we could like get into and like shelter, basically.
All right. So you're saying you leave the wagon and you go into the forest, even more trying to find a place where you can all go down.
Jeff Schultz says, "Stop, drop, and roll."
All right. So we'll say that's what you guys are doing, and you get off on this side, and actually, everyone roll perception. It's starting to rain pretty heavy. It's getting hard to see.
I got a straight 20. I got a straight 20 on the die.
Okay, that means
critical
you
success.
see a small cabin made of stone, and it's like half sunk into the earth, like someone made it just for safety, and protection. It's very sturdy looking.
Go go go!
So I assume you tell everyone
How
else.
big is it? Like, can we put the horses inside with us?
Yeah, that's my question.
It's not big enough for your horses and everything. It's big enough for all of you.
Okay.
So you let the horses go free, right?
Yeah, but
Or,
the
or
horses.
do we just keep going and hopefully save our horses and get away from tornado?
Animals have a knack of being okay in these situations and running away.
We want the horses to run away. We want to keep them.
Say what?
So
I
we
said
don't want,
Go ahead, Alec.
I said we don't want the horses to run away. We want to keep them.
Correct.
Well, the only thing you can do is tie them down near the place you're at and hope for the best.
Strap them to the wagon.
I mean, we can't keep running.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
We could try.
Probably going to get up to you if you try.
I thought we were running west to east.
We're heading south, and it's coming from behind us, the same direction. It's basically going from Honar to Ash as well.
Oh, I thought we decided to get off the road.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
you
what we're
guys
doing.
you guys are over here, and you're at a cabin.
So
Like
how
how,
big is
far,
this?
like how much ground have we covered? I guess like how wide is this thing? Is it like
Oh, the tornado in circumference is probably 2 miles in circumference.
Holy crap, that's a big tornado, even for like a big one. Okay.
Oh, okay. I am horrible with sizes. Did you notice?
That's what she
No,
said.
I'm just trying to.
How many people live here?
I'm gonna say it's 1,000
I don't know,
in
86?
circumference. How's that?
Okay.
That's still pretty big, right?
And the winds are affecting you farther out than
I was
the.
gonna say, like,
So-
how far, like, how close is this thing at this point? Like, because we,
I just looked it up. The widest tornado on record was 2.6 miles.
oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh snap! Okay, well this one we'll say it's a fourth of that. So not that big. Sorry.
2/3 of them are.
Horrible. But to answer your question, it's about a mile away, closing at about 80 miles an hour.
I was gonna say, like, it's gonna be on top of us like that.
Yeah. So if I were you, I would just tie the horses up, hope for the best, and get in.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Hunker down. I say hunker down, tie the horses up.
Okay, tie the horses up.
You're probably better off hoping you can find the horses, letting them go free, and hoping you can find them later. They're probably not going to survive, but whatever. I'm gonna actually. Uguay is going to speak to the horses real quick because I can speak with animals.
I'm like, Alec, hold on to these horses while we're inside.
Well, I'm gonna turn them free, but I'm gonna talk to them before they go and basically say, find safety and come back for us. And let's see, what is it? How does it speak with animals? You have the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and the awareness of.
Yeah, you don't have to read all that. We got it. I'm going to say they just say to you while you're speaking with animals, "Oh, Carver." Have the horses talk.
Run, find safety, and then we're gonna dive into this cabin.
Okay, so you guys dive into this cabin. They close the stone door. Tornado goes by. Stuff's bashing the cabin and everything, but it's stone, so you're perfectly fine. And then the tornado goes by. It's not there 5 minutes on top of you, but you can tell there's a bunch of trees down. The road has been, the pavement on the road, which is gravel, is thrown all everywhere. It's all messed up. And as you guys sort of pop your heads back up, you're not in there alone. There's someone else in there with you. He's sort of an older gentleman, and he's who are you?
Sorry, sir. The storm. We were just looking for shelter.
Well, I can believe that.
Yeah, we would usually knock, but circumstances being what they are.
Is everyone okay?
Fine. Who are you?
My name is Gelf.
It's what? Golf?
Gelf.
Girth?
Gelph.
I used to know a guy named Grotch. Do you know him?
No.
Gelf. So we've met Gelf, and you say he's a human? Just an older.
I didn't actually, but if we're going to have to answer those questions, then yeah.
Okay.
I'll say he's a human.
All right. I'm just what we're looking at here. So.
Can we do a perceptive? Was it a perceptive?
Yeah, I'm going to do a perception check of Mr. Gelf. Where's my perception? You'd think I'd know this by now. 18.
Oh, well, what are you trying to perceive?
Just if he is what he appears to be, and not something else.
You have no idea what he appears to be. He's just a man right now.
Well, that's what I mean. Is he a man or is he some other kind of creature that is?
No, he's just an old dude.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to figure out, and make sure we didn't stumble into some witch or warlock or some monster's hideaway.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks. Sorry to be a bother. I guess we'll be out of your hair.
Well, hold on. Can I ask where you're going?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Why?
Well, if I answer that, I will kind of, in a roundabout way, answer your first question, and they already said no thank you to that one. So, okay. And I open the door and walk out.
Well, let me give you some food here. Let me fix you some food.
We're good, thank you.
I pop my head back in. Hard pass.
You sure?
Thanks for the offer. But
Really,
You
we
look
were just looking for
you-
some shelter.
You've already done so much for us.
Yeah.
I couldn't take that. That's far too kind. We'll see you later. Thanks again. Great place you got here.
I go out to look to see if there's any horses, if the horses are there.
So I'm gonna use as I step outside, like I'm gonna see if I can perception or would it be animal handling to see if I can get the horses to come back.
Oh, they're
You-
already
you-
on their way back.
You guys can do what you want with the cabin, but I'm already outside.
I went outside too, looking
Same.
for the horses.
All right. Well, the horses come to you because they said okay. You said come back after.
Okay,
the
so
conversation.
then I'm gonna like check them over and make sure they're okay and not like.
Yeah, they're dirty and bruised, but they're fine.
Okay.
Are they still hooked up to the wagon?
No, you,
Oh, we-
you released.
I released them to
Okay.
try to give them a chance to survive.
Yeah, the
The
wagon
wagon is probably
is
toast.
Yeah.
So we'll go check
the
that out.
wagon's gone. It's gone.
Can Arg ride a horse, or is he gonna have to walk?
No, he can ride. Well, one of you's going to have to walk.
Somebody's gonna have to walk.
Well, actually,
Yeah, we've got.
Warlock or Duke, one of you can take Clickbait because he's 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm already taking
EJ
Alec.
and Arg have to be on their own horse.
So about
I'm
Alec.
gonna say
I'll take clickbait.
I'm gonna say I'm probably unless these are like special horses. There's no way I can ride a horse. Is it the turtle? I'm like 400 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, well, horses can handle 400 pounds.
Comfortably?
Don't argue it. Don't argue it.
Do you care?
If he says they can do it, then he can do it.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm like I'm thinking the giant.
They were
probably not- a horse is gonna look at me.
We
and be
could
like,
build a
"No!"
small litter out of the remaining pieces of lumber and just drag you behind,
Yeah.
The
leaving. you.
maximum weight a horse can carry is 400 pounds. So I would say they can carry you because they have to, but they're
There you
not happy about it.
I was gonna say like,
And mine's already got Alec on it.
Yeah, well, y'all, you together, you two aren't 400 pounds.
No. I'm saying that I can't take clickbait. Clickbait would
Oh,
ride with
yeah.
Warlock.
Yeah.
That's fine. Neither one of you are 400
so
together.
I'm
either.
gonna like. Is there any like remnants of the wagon? Any like supplies that we might be able to scrounge that we lost? I'm trying to remember what all we had on the wagon that we
Just booze.
Nothing you actually need, but
Okay, it was just the
there's
booze.
splinters. That's all you really see.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing is gone.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember what all we actually had that would be on there that we wouldn't have like on our person, like in my pack or whatever. So okay.
All right. So we're all.
So we just ditched the guy that was in the thing. He didn't say anything more, and we left.
Well, clickbait and Arg haven't left, so if they want to talk to him, that's fine. But
Okay.
No, I walked out.
Yeah, I'm not sticking around.
Hey, Clickbait, I don't know why, but he put in change shape. Can you do that yet, or is that something that you have to wait on?
That's for Erg. That's his character. They can change shape. I was just because I never seen it before.
Yeah, you're looking at the monster manual again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not cheating. I'm just trying to find out about him.
The playable class can't do that.
Playable class can't. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I knew there was a difference, and that's the difference that he can't.
I can do thaumaturgy, cantrip. I can do invisibility, and I can do gaseous form.
So basically, Clickbait was trying to give the horse a break, and it's not going to work.
I heard about you in your gaseous form.
And let's try though. Okay, so you guys are back on the road, I guess.
Yep. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So we'll say you continue on, and once you get past here, it what did I say? It changes after it gets past here.
You said we come out of forest. Is all you said.
Yeah,
It's a field of poppies.
well, it's a field of tall grass.
Okay. No boy.
more cockatrices.
Yeah, I like cockatrices.
Yeah, and
Well, but we're all riding individual horses now, so we could theoretically like gallop through the field a lot faster than we could on a wagon.
Yeah.
yeah. So do you guys? I assume you just gallop on up to Ash then.
We're just gonna. Well, yeah. If nothing gets in our way or tries to stop us or anything like that, we're just gonna keep riding toward
Now,
that.
you will notice this area of the land doesn't have much in the way of dangers.
Okay.
except for tornadoes and hydras and
Creepy old guys.
Alright, so,
Yeah. We haven't actually run into much. So
you get up to the gate of Ash. It's obviously closed, and a strange little man is looking down, and he goes, "And who are you?"
Good sir, we have been journeying across these fine lands, and we are looking for a little respite in your fine town this evening. I am Duke Renard Vargan.
You're a duke, you say?
Yes, sir, of course.
Ah. So he
Can
goes
you perchance
back down.
open the gates? Yes.
He goes down and he's talking with other people. You hear some voices, and he comes up and goes, "Oh, Duke, sir, are you listening?"
Well, I'm here, yes.
Okay.
It's hard to talk to you through a wall. If you want to open the gate, we could have a civil conversation.
Oh,
Like gentlemen.
don't ask about opening the gate. We have a rule here. We don't open the gate unless there's business of Hebron or business of the town. Do you have business of the town?
I cast suggestion and tell him to open the gate.
How does suggestion work again?
Suggestion works. Hi, Arlie.
good dog. What are you doing?
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range to hear or understand you. Basically, I can't do anything that would make the creature hurt itself. Throw itself in, like it says, ask the creature to stab itself, throw itself into a spear, immolate itself, or do some other harmful act ends the spell. Target must make a wisdom saving throw.
That's what I was looking for. So what's your spell save DC I gotta beat?
It is 14.
And I rolled a 19. It does nothing.
Well,
We
Russia.
plan on visiting a fine hotel this evening, and so if that is business of the town, we would
And
love
we-
a place to stay and maybe get a meal.
And then I'm going to add, and we lost some of our supplies during the storm the previous evening, so we'd probably be looking to get some supplies while we're in town.
Quite right.
I would say it seems to me you boys need a house.
We need a house.
You mean like to live here?
Why not?
We're
I'll tell you what. Show me your finest house. Why don't you take us on a tour and we'll see some. This sounds
It's an Airbnb or something.
It just so happens I have one for sale.
interesting.
You
Can
say.
we come in and look?
I believe that can be arranged.
Well, yeah, I'm saying we certainly wouldn't want to buy it sight unseen now, would we?
Too right. The gate opens and he motions you forward.
Good to see you, sir. Wow, you are
Yes.
so tall. I did not expect that.
Yes, you may dismount over there.
Oh shit.
Wonderful.
There's like a stable area where horses are kept right in
How
front
big,
of
how
you.
big is this town?
This town, Ash it's fairly big. I mean, it's not
Compared to, like-
metropolis size, but it's pretty big.
So this, yes, but this guy was the only guy at the gate.
Well, no, there were others, but he was the leader.
And this is not it's night, right?
Did I say it was night?
I don't
Can't
remember.
Yeah.
I
Let's
don't
say
think
it's,
it's anything.
let's say it's morning. I have no idea.
Sure.
I should probably write that down.
Eh. we went through a few days there traveling, so
Do we see the sun?
Few uneventful days traveling, but yes, only a
Oh, wait,
storm.
no, you woke up halfway through the night, so it's midday.
Okay.
And you haven't had but 4 hours sleep, so none of you have a long rest, but you all had a short rest. But I don't think you used up any.
We didn't use
spells.
any
Yeah, we didn't do
You're all
anything the
good.
day before other than travel. So
Yeah, you're all good and okay at the moment. So it's midday,
tired probably, but yes.
and I assume you all do your horses up at the stable. They have food and everything there.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So this-
I would ask, like, he's saying that, but I guess so. He's trying to sell us a house.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Is
say,
there
we want to put him
possibly
in
a-
a stable near, like, wherever we were going to stay the night, but I forgot he's trying to sell us a house.
Yeah. All right. So he goes up to you. So let me tell you my offer and show you what I have. Now this ash is very special. You
Now,
see.
sir, before we get talking into too many specifics, I always like to converse over a fine drink and maybe a meal. Is there a place we could sit down in a fine establishment and have such a beverage before we talk? It's been a long journey, and we had a horrible storm last night. I hope you did all right in it.
Oh, yes, we did mighty fine. Thank you for asking. Why don't we do both? Follow me to the nearest bar.
I love you already, good man.
Yes.
Lead
Now,
on.
As we are talking and walking here, let me tell you about our city. It's
Wonderful.
a very special city. Ash has a different form of government. We are not ruled by the priest like in most towns. We are a republic ruled by a grand council. All property owners get a vote by showing the property holder cards. There are 3 elections we have here that you would vote on. One for the borough representatives, that's every 2 years. One for the guard master every 5 years. He's the one that enforces our laws. And one for city growth every time it's needed if we need to enlarge our borders. So the borough representatives vote for 11 council members, and they are the ones that make the law, and the borough representatives and the guard master enforce the law. And all I would require, sir, is 500 gold every year and your participation in voting. And you would have a home. And the one I have is quite large. And it also comes with a butler. Yes, it comes with a butler. And the city offers you protection as being a fine, upstanding citizen.
Protection from what exactly?
May I ask a quick question while we're at this point?
You want to ask it before he asks his?
Yeah.
Okay, ask.
Is this house shaped like a pyramid by any chance?
Why would you ask that? No.
Oh, no reason.
Do we even know who we're talking to here? Do we know?
Didn't even get his name. Yeah,
He didn't know his name. He's just trying to sell us a house.
he's already selling me houses.
Excuse me,
Do
sir.
you
Who
want
are
to ask
you?
his name?
Who are you?
I want to get seated and have a meal and,
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name's Beauregard Alexander. And you had a question you were going to ask?
what sort of protection do you need in these parts?
Oh, from any bandits that might come around, the city will help protect you if you come in range. We don't allow unlawful searches or anything, so if the Hebron guards come in, they have to abide by our laws to a certain extent.
You know,
And,
all they have to do is ask to buy a house and they get right through, huh?
Well, I sort of saw that you were in need of a place, and well, I'm a businessman, you see, and I really need to settle this home.
Well, let's sit and have a bit to eat and
Let's get
discuss
some
it.
there.
All
Uh,
right. Here is the broken arm.
Got another question for you, Mr. Beauregard. Can I call you BA?
No, but you can call me BS.
Oh, fine. That's great. This is my
Sounds very accurate.
this is my best friend in the world, Baby Mama, aka BM.
And I assume he just...
Yeah, all over the place.
That is entirely disgusting, sir. How wonderful.
Well, you know, one man's poop is another man's pleasure. Say, are you much of a gambling man?
Gambler, you say? No, I'm not actually. I'm a good businessman. We don't gamble. I only bet if I'm on to win.
Well, I've never played this game before, but I figured I heard it was fun, so I thought maybe we could give it a shot. But if you're too
So
scared,
let
that's
me get this straight. You are asking me if I gamble, but you've never played before.
yeah. When we were in the last city we were in, I saw some guys playing it. It looked like fun, and I got this deck of cards here, and I wanted to try it out. And
So
I
you've never
have
played before. You asked me if I would like to gamble, but you're the one with a deck of cards.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know other games. This, I don't know if you know the thing about cards is that you can play multiple games with them. I have a gambling problem. You see, it's an addiction. And I would appreciate you not, making fun of my disease.
Nice try, dear. I like you. I like him. And you guys are at the Broken Arm. It's a bar, pub, and he opens the door, and you can go in and sit down if you'd like and eat and drink.
So what do we see when we open the door?
You open the door, and you see a bunch of tables. There's a bar with a barkeep. There's a few people there. They look like just regular old people eating and drinking. There's a comedy act that is just horrible. No one's laughing, but he's really trying. And
Is tonight Wednesday?
He said it was a comedy act, so clearly no.
yeah, and that's all you see. This isn't a hotel or anything. It's just a bar and where you can go get something to drink, and they have a small kitchen in the back.
Well, I'm gonna order and.
So do we sit down and like a waitress comes up, or do we need to go to the bar?
If you want to sit down, a waitress will come up.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
And you're sitting with us, right?
Well, Beauregard is.
Could we find a table with like 6 chairs where Alec has a seat and there's no room for Beauregard?
Oh, he does that number where he takes the chair, spins it around, and sticks like that.
That sounds like
fine.
him. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so y'all sit down, and we're gonna time out here from the game. And what I'm doing is, I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but since I've never DM'd before, this is how I'm going to do it. I don't know the best way to explain this, but I'm offering you the opportunity to have a base of operations
Yes.
here in Ash. And the government structure that I laid out, it's similar to our structure where in the U.S. So you have protections and rights here as long as you participate by paying your yearly fee
Sure.
for the home and participate in the votes. And there's only 3 votes that you have to do for.
Okay. Can you pull up the map again before we think
A
about
map
it?
of
We're at
whole
the
area.
Ash end of the world. You know that.
Yeah, we are at the ash end of the world.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide, think about how, actually useful
Logistically, if it's worth it.
logistically, if it's worth having a base of operations this far to one end of the country.
Oh, there's
Until we get like an airship or some sort of transfer, like teleportation, we're not coming back this way.
That's my thought, is that it might not be worth, if we leave and we're never coming back, then what has it gained us other than a whole bunch of loss of a whole bunch of gold? So that's why I always wanted to see the map again.
Well, coming back is really going to be up to you guys. But as far as teleportation or something like that, you have to go to a magic shop to see if you can buy something.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't buy anything. It's a random roll. You can't buy crap.
You bought stuff last time.
Speaking of the magic shop, I wouldn't mind, pulling out the card and, using the.
Wait a minute. I didn't show you, did I? The map. That's the map. There you go.
Okay. So,
Seeing how I've never used it,
What would you like to use?
the drive-through magic shop thing.
Oh, you mean the card that he gave
Yes.
Luke? Said if you need, call me.
Yeah, because I've never bought anything from him.
Oh, okay. So you guys want to do that?
I would real quick. I meant,
Well, before we do that, what are you thinking about Beauregard here in this house idea? What do you think?
I'm not interested.
mm-mm.
I just
Not worth it.
don't feel like it's going to be convenient, but because it seems like most everything we're going to have to do is way away from Ash.
Unless
It took us how many days to get here from Hebron or from
2.
Honar, 3.
Unless
2.5?
part of that protection is being able to call on them to come to our aid somewhere else.
Hmm.
I
mean,
honestly was not planning on buying any of that. I
Again,
just wanted
like,
to tow this guy along
I know,
enough for
but,
us to
like, I
decide to
was
then
like-
leave and head
I'm
west.
just trying to think about what Big Will's talking about having a base of operations is it's actually like a value because like it took us like 2.5 days to go from Honar to here. It looked like Tyre was further from here than that on the map. So you're talking about a place that's going to take you from the closest cities a couple
3
of days
days,
to get
yeah.
back to.
And we're looking at going into the other country that is
Further away than this.
Yeah,
Farther
Mokos.
away.
Like, yeah, that was my hint was to go to Mokos, which is a long way away, like weeks. So I don't know. I just don't. I don't see it as. I just wanted to actually think through the decision before we made it. But yeah, so
Okay. Well, all I will say, hint, is if you turn him down, that's fine, but I wouldn't burn the bridge.
Okay.
well, yeah, we can do. Yeah, just because
Okay,
we
yeah.
don't buy something right now doesn't mean that we can't.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
kick the guy in the ass and throw him out of the bar.
All right, so let's finish up this conversation with him. Then we can take care of. He wants to try the magic shop thing. So you're going to need to turn him down and then ask for a place to sleep because that's what you want.
Right.
well. I'll ask him. Do you have any cheaper places?
Do I have any cheaper place? No, I don't believe I do. But I tell you what I can do. If you give me 40 silver, I'll let you rent the place for 2 days and 2 nights.
We'll definitely.
How do we even know this guy's credentials? He could just be a guard who's trying to swindle money out of us.
Well, like I would say, well, after we have our drink and our meal, perhaps you can show it to us, and we'll decide then if what we want to do.
All right.
Very well.
But the 40 silver sounds good as long as it looks to be a reputable place, which I do
And
not
as
doubt.
long as you agree to its reputability, you would agree to 40 silver then.
Well,
For the 2
well,
days.
we want to see it. I'm going to stick with.
I understand you want to see it, but if you like what you see, 40 silver is fine.
For 2 days.
Can we
Yes. Then let's shake on that, and you can see it when you're done eating.
Can we go to the barkeep and at least get some references for this guy or something? Because
Well, as soon as you get rid of him, he shakes whoever's hand is out.
Yeah.
And then he
I'll
goes,
shake his hand.
I'll let you fellas eat alone. I'm going to go over and I know that gentleman over there. Another business proposition, perhaps.
Like I said, try to swindle somebody else.
we're doing 40.
All right, so now you guys are eating and drinking. You're at a table alone. And what do you want to do?
Well, Arg had something he wanted to do first.
Yeah, I'll go over to, sort of an out of the way wall and, use the card.
Well, you might want to ask for the card from Duke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, you don't know that card is there. So, Duke, why don't you suggest that he gets something and use your card? Because he doesn't have any magic item. He didn't get any turn.
Does Arg not have any of Sneck's memories or knowledge?
Nope.
So he's just appeared in this room with all of us with this dead god and said, yeah, I'll go along with them.
Well, he's been programmed by Emma that you were his friends.
He's a construct. That's what she told him. Like, she told him that he was to help us.
Whenever she built me, she said I had to protect Uguay and you guys.
All right.
Or I'd, disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just want to borrow my card to go check out the magic shop then, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Magic shop.
Here you go, good sir. Alec, take this before. Give it to
I was going to say, you don't hand stuff to people. You hand it to Alec, who hands it.
Alex got it, I'm sure.
I can you do it. He hands it to you, Ari, and you can. I would say just step outside, and what you do is you take the business card, you press it against the wall there beside the door, and you walk away. It starts to glow, and a door appears.
And I forget, like,
you
yeah,
wanna
it's like
have
100
the-
gold at this point for me. Yeah, because you got one for free, and then it was 10, and then it was 100.
I
right?
guess I'll
No,
open
it
up
was
the
1,
door.
then 10, then 20, then 30.
Oh, it was only okay. I thought it went from 10 to 100.
I'll
Okay.
go ahead and open up the door.
Okay, you open up the door. You see a magic shop. There's a bunch of magical items and whatnot. If you step in, immediately there's like a ding, and it. Hey, how are you?
Great. I was just waiting to see you. I've heard many stories.
Oh, I hope they're good. Or if they're not, I hope you like them that way. Oh, okay. This is fun. You're new. Or
So how does
are
this
you?
work?
Do what?
So how does this work?
How does what work?
I heard something about, a magic, like a box.
Oh, the magic box. Dilly, get the box. This
What's in the
giant
box?
creature starts to come alive in the corner and goes, and just hops over, bounces over, and there's this box. It's a beautiful wooden box, red oak, I would say, gold and silver inlay with geometric designs in it. You see a small slit at the top, perfect for a gold piece.
Okay. I'll ask the, magic
What
guy, what do I do here?
Well, all you gotta do is you put in 1 gold, and then it'll give you an item. And then if you want another, all you gotta do is put in 10 gold.
I peek
And
my
then
head.
20.
I peek
and
my head
30.
in. I peek my head in and say, it's basically like a gachapon machine.
I'll go ahead and put
you
in
know
the
what
gold.
those are, right?
Okay. So I do not have my cards on me. They're over there.
Ah,
So what we're going to do is I have 2 items in my head. One is a rolling high. One is you get rolling low. So roll a d20 and tell me what you have.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Don't tell me just yet. Let me write down what it would be.
Okay.
Because I know, like,
All
you're
right.
just born and don't have a knowledge of basically anything in the world. But you know what a gachapon machine is, right? Everyone knows that.
Okay. Are you?
No.
I'll let. What'd you roll?
12.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you are granted. Here you go. This is wow. It's amazing what comes out of the box. This is what's the tag? This is the immovable rod.
The what?
Okay.
The movable?
All you do is you mash the little button, and it'll stay wherever it's at, even if it's in the air. And it'll take 8,000 pounds of pressure to move it.
Okay.
Interesting.
And you said it was 10 for another one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that too.
Okay, hold on. Let me pick. Everything.
Movable rod. I'm trying to Interesting.
That is a D&D item.
No, I believe it is. I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I didn't roll.
Well, roll a d20. What'd you roll?
3.
A 3. Oh, let's see what you. Oh, here you go. It's a magical ring. And you take the ring and you look on it, and it's the ring of oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the instructions say to activate it, you put it on and you just go like that and make a fist and it activates.
You do what now? Can you make that motion again?
You just tap the ring and make a fist and it'll activate.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's it? That's all it does?
All it does.
Well, that's quite the collection of items you got there, Ark. I guess all I got
go ahead
before was
and leave the
like
shop.
2 potions. So there you go.
What you want to do now?
I was going to leave the shop.
Oh, you're going to leave the shop?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you leaving? We'll see you later.
Okay.
The immovable
Bye.
rod. Oh yeah, you realize like
So as you step out the door and you turn around, it goes back into the business card and it stops glowing and falls down into the dirt. So
I'll pick it up.
All right.
Did Arg not get his own card
No, there was only one card that was given to you.
as a group? We got one card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I forgot that.
I think it's usable anytime we want to, correct?
Right.
Well, as long as there's something to put it against, yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, there are more things than just his little box.
Oh,
Just FYI.
oh well before that's all he had.
yeah.
Well, he's got more stuff now, but the card only works once a day when you do it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I was just like, oh, there's actually stuff in the shop other than the
Yeah,
random.
there is actually stuff in the shop. It's not just a random shop that's completely empty except the one box.
Okay.
I just thought we would have fun that first day and let you guys have a random thing.
Okay. So well, yeah. So at some point, yeah, we'll visit again and see what else he's got.
So we're eating, drinking, and now we're looking for a place to stay. But we have a place to stay for 40 silver.
Right, but you wanted to see it first.
We got to inspect it first.
So, just out of curiosity, is Uguay sitting down?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go over and put the rod on the back of a shell and hit the button.
Okay.
Well, brothers are gonna brother, so it's like, dude.
Well, all that means is that when he puts the rod over the top of your shell and presses the button, the rod just stays there defying
Yeah.
gravity.
No, I
And
thought
when
you
you get up-
put it this way, so it's like here's his shell. It's like coming straight out.
Well, I mean, I just put it like where it was sitting on the top of him and hit the button.
Oh,
So it's,
I thought you put it like
You try
this,
to
so you
go
couldn't
back
sit down.
Around.
You're going to hit the immovable
So I
rod.
can't get up. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Can't get up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to crawl out of the chair.
I thought it had to stick up to something.
No, I think you can even do it in the
No,
midair.
it can defy gravity.
Yeah, it defies gravity. It's
There's
immovable
the expanding
wherever you
rod,
have it.
which may be what you're thinking about, that goes up.
But well, I won't tell you how to get out of this. I'll let you figure it out.
Well, if it's
All
on
he
the
has to do is
wall
climb
behind me, I'm gonna like push the table and go forward and get out
Yeah.
from under it.
Yeah. All right, so
Then I'm
you
gonna
guys,
give my brother the finger.
are you guys getting up then?
So,
Yeah, I've finished eating and I'm ready.
All right. So you talking to anybody, or you grabbing Beauregard and looking at this place?
well, you said there was nobody that looked. I guess other than potentially the bartender that would be like potentially informing. You said they were just like average Joe. There wasn't anybody interesting.
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Oh, I might as well just go look at the house and let's get some rest, I guess, right?
Well, let's ask
I'll
somebody
pay the
about
tab. I'll go pay the tab for.
I was gonna say,
for
like, somebody should probably
Ask
talk to
the-
the bartender and see if we can get some information about this guy.
I'll do it. I'll go over to pay.
Okay.
and I'll go
Okay.
ahead and collect my rod back.
So who's the person I pay? What do they like?
They like long walks on the beach.
What are they like?
It's very odd because what you see is an orc.
That was perfect.
You
I
see a
speak-
full-blooded orc.
I speak
It's a
orc.
male.
I
I'm
speak
fluent.
Orcish. I speak Orcish too.
Yeah, he's about 7 feet tall, built like a brick house.
Jesus, Brick.
Anyway, and Yeah, he's just sitting there, as all my barkeeps apparently do. He's cleaning that glass.
Good sir, what do we owe you for those fine meals and libations?
5 copper.
I slide a gold coin towards him. Can you perhaps, for the other, whatever, I can't count, rest of this change here, tell me something of this unusual gatekeeper we ran into earlier today?
He stops, grabs that gold piece, and goes, you mean Beauregard?
Yes.
He's a rat, but an honest one. Always trying to sell stuff. He'd sell his mother's possessions if she'd let him.
But not much of a liar, you're saying?
Only an exaggerator in the quality of his goods. But not a liar, no.
Thank you so much, sir. I have enjoyed your tavern plenty.
Come back anytime.
All right, we will roll out and follow to the house.
Right.
You grab
I lean into Duke and I say, judging from the fact that you just said you enjoyed his tavern, I'm guessing he's not a very good judge of who's a liar and who's not.
It can be persuasive, Warlock.
All right, so you grab Beauregard and you walk about 20 minutes of walking, and you get to this.
Like, before we leave the tavern area, because we're pretty close to the gate, I'm going to ask Beauregard a question. Would there be a closer place to keep our horses to the house than just leave them here at the gate where it's like a 20-minute walk, is what you're telling us? So.
Well, no. Okay, hold on. Well, no, you see, we all keep our horses there. That way, everyone's equal, you see. We don't have anyone favored over the other, even the important people in the back. They all have their horses up front. I mean, you could ride your horse to the place, but there's no place to keep the horse. So it would wander about town.
If there was more than one stable in, so it's basically one stable in this town.
So there's like a communal stable run by the government that everyone uses.
Okay.
Yes. So it's a very good stable. A lot of food. It's free.
Communism.
I just noticed your town's flag is red. That's interesting. I'm a little more on board now.
Is that a hammer and a sickle?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, well, much like other countries, a few things are government run, but for the most part, we believe in individuality. I sell many different things. I have multiple businesses, I'm sure you've heard. So 20 minutes later, you guys arrive at this house, and it turns out it's not a house. It's an old guild hall.
We can hold a comic convention in here.
Yeah, that's it hasn't.
You did say it was large.
Yeah, it's
There's so much room for
this used to
activities.
be an old guild house, you see, and they sort of let it run down a bit. So it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's a lot of space. Very nice. It has a yard out back. You can even practice your fighting techniques if you like that sort of thing. And it's very spacious and has a butler with it as well. His name is Pippin.
I just picture like us walking in and there being this guy, like a puppy, just like, oh, are you gonna buy this place? I want to work.
I'm like, Alec, you might be out of the job.
Once you guys get there and you open the door, you see Pippin completely naked, and he just looks up at you and goes, "Perhaps I should have been warned."
Can I do?
We'll take it.
Can I do a perception check to see how awesome his hog is?
Yes.
That's a 13.
Inch.
Actually, it's 15 inches.
Oh well. Wow, geez, Louise, buddy. I can see why they call you penis. I mean Pippin.
Oh my god.
Every time he gets hot on, he has a stroke.
Well, I see what you
The
sweep
only-
the floor with.
You say that, and he goes, "I don't know what you mean," and hobbles off to get
Yeah,
himself.
I bet you're hobbling off with that hog. That I've only seen a schlong like that on Alec.
Hey, tripod, come over here and help us.
He's only 3 feet tall.
So, so it's literally dragging.
So is he like a?
It's not hurt after a while.
Wow. Geez, can you imagine if he's a grower and not a shower?
He just leans. He really is a tripod. He just leans.
What
over.
did I do?
I don't know. We've
You
derailed.
should have known better, buddy.
Oh my god.
He can lean at like a 45-degree angle and not fall down.
So anyway, he goes in the other room. He changes clothes, and he comes out and asks, "What can I do for you, son?"
Does he have three
Jeez, where
pant
did you put it?
legs? I was gonna say, does he have 3 pant legs?
He still has no idea what you're talking about, and tries to flatten out his pretty dress that he has on.
Dress.
Dress?
Yes, it's pink with fluffles.
Well, I guess it gives him more room to swing.
In the breeze, baby.
Oh my god.
All right, back to the guild. Get back to the house.
Or is there like rooms?
Well,
Like
oh,
actual
geez,
rooms?
we're in a house.
Big
We're in
open-
a house. Geez, I could only notice one thing.
Yeah. So what does the house look like now that Pippin's under wrap?
It looks like a drab, dreary house. I mean, it's got multiple rooms. It was a former guild hall. It's got a big hall in it. Everything looks good, just old and unused.
We'll take it. I'm already.
Well,
yeah.
we'll take it for the two.
Two nights.
2 nights. Yeah.
Yeah,
done.
good.
So hold on.
All right, I love
Hold
having
on.
a good
Hold
say.
on.
Wait, Warlock's asking
Hold
a
on.
question.
It's $500.
No,
500
it's 40 silver.
No, you said you were gonna take it
For 2 nights.
for 2 nights.
For
Okay.
two
The
nights.
40 silver.
I was gonna say that would pretty much wipe us out of gold.
No, we're not buying it. We're renting it.
It's an 8.
You're renting it for 2 days, 2 nights, 40 silver. It was 500 gold a year to own it and live there.
Right,
Yes.
but that's up front, I assume.
The 500 would have been up front, yeah.
Right, so that would be 100 from each of us. So I would have 11 gold.
Yeah.
I'd have like 30.
So anyway, you guys have the house. Beauregard leaves. You have an excellent butler who's there, and we're just
A
gonna
talented
hit this
talented
tonight.
butler.
Yeah, I now know where you guys are at. I can flesh out the town more and figure out some things. So it's much better next time. That's where we're going to end it tonight.
Don't say flesh out.
There's a little breeze and his dress comes up.
Is there a reason to not do anything next weekend?
This is the
or
4th
what?
of July. I'll be honest.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah,
it's going to be the
I
4th.
do have plans.
Yeah. So, well, I don't necessarily have plans, but like everyone in my neighborhood is going to be shooting off fireworks and my dog will be going nuts. Like, I won't probably be able to like sit in here and play.
Okay. So we're going to skip the 4th of July. Next Sunday is literally the 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
So that means the 11th is the next time, if anyone's watching, apparently 2 people are, that we'll be back on, and I will have plenty of time then, having a week in between to flesh out more of the story here and get everything ready, because these guys are going to have a lot of information given the next time that we have a game.
That'll be good. So, because we really don't have a plan yet, like on how we're going to address this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we're dealing with. So.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody later then. Thanks for watching.